Yeah, so am I.
9.
Oh yeah, you're down here, eh?
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thanks, baby.
You're so old now.
Yeah.
23.
You're only 25.
I know. I'm only 25.
There you go. Hey. Anyone in here?
No.
No?
No.
Willow, what are you doing here?
Willow.
No, I know she's not in here.
Willow.
Silly goof. Happy birthday, Zachary.
Happy birthday,
Thanks.
Zachary.
Thanks, guys. Okay.
Safe or sexy? Is
Um,
that what you can hear?
yeah.
What?
I think either way, okay. Either way, we have to execute, like, if we can, God going, because he's immediately on our radar. He's coming after us, wins an HOH. Yeah. One of us is going to go home, one of the 4. Yeah. Bobby and Bruno aren't going to come after us yet.
Yeah.
For sure. And if they win after this double, they still won't come after us. And it's going to be an endurance one or a big physical one after this one. Yeah. And that's where we still might need them. Because once we strike at them, we got to be ready to win comps and roll.
Yeah.
So if we strike at them during this double, then we still have God in the house, and Bruno or Bobby in the house, and then B, Sarah, Willow. So it would just be we'd have to gunsling out. Yeah. Whereas if we can kind of drag people in that aren't going to put us up for a couple weeks, because putting us up is a big move, because we're clear-cut 4 in the house right now. Yeah. So people are going to want to strike at us, but they're going to want to do it later. They're going to want to do it in like 2 or 3 weeks, because if they do it now, they know they're going to embrace a lot of enemies, which like B and Sarah probably aren't going to do yet. I don't think they will yet. Yeah. Godfrey might, because he's a wild card. And he doesn't really care. He's alone in this house, so he doesn't care. It doesn't matter to him. So, but the Bobby and B play is a safe play. It's a sexy play, because, you know, it's like forcing the hand, being like, here's the deal, like Vito's got to get used, because if Sarah wins, she's going to use it on B, or we can get her to use it on B. Yeah. And if she doesn't use it, she will use it. But if she doesn't use it, then Bobby's going to use his secret power of Vito. If he doesn't use it, then we can send Bobby out the door if we really want at that point. If any of us use it, then we can pull any of them down. We can pull Bobby down and keep rebuild the trust there of just kind of putting him up and being like, hey, Bobby, like, we just have to get a good, strong player in the Vito, blah, blah. Yeah. God wins it, I mean, then obviously we have to formulate a different plan at that point.
So what's the thing right now?
Like, if God wins it, and Bobby and B are on the block, then
so if Bobby and Bruno win tomorrow, it's a double eviction. They'll want Sarah. And
So the only one who cannot win tomorrow is obviously Godfrey.
yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, if we don't really want B and Sarah to win, because if they put Bobby and you up as a pawn, or Ashley up as a pawn, or me, but I'd probably only put one big target up. Yeah. And then Bobby uses his secret power veto, then we're getting into a situation where then they're like, fuck it, and they throw Kevin up as a replacement, or Zach up as a replacement. Yeah. So the B Sarah situation is scary for us, but I don't think they're ready to strike at us yet. They might be, but I think that they're ready to test out Bobby's veto right now. Yeah. But we have to remember that we have to get through the week, through the double, and still be able to not going into that next HOH straight guns blazing. Mm-hmm. Because if we are, then we have Bobby in that HOH, we have Bruno in that HOH. Then we have a lot of numbers where the B Sarah or B God or whatever. You know, if Sarah comes out. So if we can maintain the Bobby-Bruno relationship through tomorrow, that's going to be our best game scenario, because if they win that next one, we can stick with them for another week. We can use them for a week to get someone else out, because we still want to get to the end of this game without us 4 having to do all of the work. Right. If there can be a couple other HOH wins, like Willow or like B or like Bobby or Bruno, if they win one in the next couple of weeks and they don't take a strike at us, that's gold for us, because
actually it would be pretty ideal if Bobby or Bruno picked up this double.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like actually, it would be like perfect scenario.
Yeah, then we want Sarah. But which is fine though, because then we can get rid of a number, and then we can go into the next one and really have to beat God at that point. But yeah,
So the next day
ideally I would love to see God walk out that door tomorrow.
Oh gosh, that would be like perfect.
Because I know if he wins, one of us three is under the. But he's also, like you said, he's ISO in this game.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have anyone in this game that he's closely working with, and we know that.
Yeah.
But he's also scary because we're for sure up.
Oh yeah.
He wins.
Man, I mean, like, again, like, if, let's say I pick up tomorrow, or you pick up tomorrow.
Yeah.
The backdoor crash. Right?
Yeah.
So, and Bobby crushes an endurance.
Yeah.
Bruno crushes the challenge, right? It'll be a 7, and then it'll be B and God. Or, I mean, it would be B and Sarah.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you saying he'd be dumb not to strike us at that point, right?
Yeah, it'd be really...
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be stupid not to. But they're so, like, ever since, like, that Chop Shop form, they were so, like, we need to get this 5 down to the final. Like, no matter what. And they kept, like, and, like, I don't know, like, if they would turn early. But, I don't know. I mean, if they picked one up at that point, then we got a battle. But
I know what you mean. I'm just like...
the thing is it's hard to break. With Bobby with that secret veto, he's likely going to get through tomorrow anyways.
Yeah.
Even if we wanted to take a strike at him tomorrow,
Yeah.
we probably wouldn't be able to. And then we'd have Bobby and God going into that endurance, into that big one on Thursday.
Like, they never, like, I don't know. But maybe they would. Maybe they're that loyal.
Yeah, I know. And, like, that's the one thing.
I feel like
is they are, like, super. Like, Bobby's not, like. I don't feel like he's a schemer that where he'd be like, hey, like, we gotta strike with these guys. Like, he would be like, it's Sarah and Veal. Like, that would be his mindset. But, I mean, Sarah and Veal would be getting in his head at that point. Being like, hey, there's a couple of 4 together. And then if B and Sarah on the block and the veto gets used, the votes are 3-3. HOH says see ya.
Yeah.
They got 3 and thing. They control the votes. It's a scary situation. But if one of them Bobby will win tomorrow, and then we can win them, like, forward. I want tomorrow back, but the one if we can survive through tomorrow and get the one after that, then I can't see myself not striking at that point.
This is the same conversation they should be having at that side too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we're at 11 right now, and we have a final 7 with them. I don't think they're thinking about it like that. Like, Bruno really doesn't talk. Like, B and Sarah are. They're not. There's no way they're working with Bobby and Bruno. There's no fucking way.
Pardon?
There's no way they're working with Bobby and Bruno. But they will. Like, if we force their hands, they will. We have a good idea of what we can do. Like, we can only deal with what we're gonna get tomorrow.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Let's win that HOH and let's fucking send God out the door.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna maintain our relationships in the house. And then we kind of control our destiny going into that Thursday's HOH too.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we don't call on an all-out war yet.
Yeah.
You're right.
Whereas as Godfrey is like done.
Yeah. Because once we call it then after that we can call it the all-in war if we want.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, if Bobby wins that one after that.
That's it.
But he would be extremely hard to strike tomorrow at.
Yeah.
Unless we snip Bruno, but then we
I
did
feel
a
like
backdoor plan where we put Bobby up, uses his own veto, and then put Bruno up. And then we voted out Bruno. But then
So
we
either way, whether we're talking take a shot at God or follow through with that plan. It's like B and Bobby are like the nominees.
I think so. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he would be a little choked, but I would just be like, listen, I need God over my game. I'd tell him, I'd say, I need God over my game, and I don't even want him playing in the POV. And if B and Sarah go on the block, some people might not use the veto.
But that's
I'd be like, Willow wouldn't use the veto. I'd say,
Yeah.
Bob, you and Bruno might not because you guys want Sarah out. I said, I need you on the block because I know you have that veto. You're gonna and if someone gets it and doesn't use it, I said, if Bruno, any of us win it, we're gonna use it. But if not, you have that veto, and that's my only way to secure that God goes out the door.
Yeah, you're right.
And then once it happens, I'll be like, there you go.
what's the difference between Sarah and B? Like, why Bobby and
If Sarah and B go on the block, and Bobby or Bruno win the veto, they might just pocket it and say
They won't use it.
these
No,
are
but what
who
I'm
our
saying
targets
is like
are.
the difference between going like Bobby and Brittany going up, or Bobby and Sarah.
Oh.
Like between Sarah. Like, does that matter?
Just depends who you want to burn a bridge with, I guess. I mean, I
suppose.
could do Sarah, but I think if I had Sarah on the block beside Godfrey at the end of the day, Bobby and Bruno might be swirling ideas in their head to push to grab the other two and vote out Sarah.
That's
Whereas
true.
if
It's
B's on the block,
riskier,
Yeah, it's
Bobby feels really safe with B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so does
Gotta be B.
Bruno. So they would be like, "Fuck it, send Godfrey."
Yeah.
But if we put a target that they really want out beside
Yeah.
Godfrey, then their minds might
That's a
spin.
good point.
Because we know we have 3 votes if one of us are HOH, but that 4th one is a little iffy. Like, we think we have Willow, but at the same time, Sarah might also think she has Willow. You know. So
That's why if it's B, like Sarah's locked on our vote.
what's that?
If we have like B on the block as the pawn, like
Yeah.
Sarah's one of our votes, 100%.
Yeah, I think if Sarah is 2 though, because if we have Sarah on the block, Willow's gonna vote out God over Sarah.
Yeah.
And then us 3 would too. So we would have 4 God out. So you could put up Sarah and Bobby if you wanted. It just depends. You hate to just keep plugging B on the block, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to burn a bridge with. We need Willow off the block. I think she's gonna vote with us, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Ashley can win this one tomorrow. That'd be deadly.
Yes.
Great, because she could put Bobby up, no problem.
Oh, for
'Cause
sure.
What's that?
She could put Bobby up and just convince him.
Yeah. Yeah, she did a special order too.
Yeah.
Ash would be ideal. Bobby or Bruno would be good.
Bobby and Bruno would be good, but we wouldn't get Godfrey. But if I won the POV, I'd pull one of the girls off and make them put up God. But do we want to give them that power? If Bobby's HOH tomorrow puts B and Sarah up, and me and you win the POV, are we going to use it or not?
Say it one more time.
Bobby's HOH puts B and Sarah on the block.
We win POV.
Me and you win POV.
Absolutely, that would have gone.
But the scary thing about
he'd
that,
say
the thing about that is if I use the POV and pull off Sarah,
yeah.
and Bobby says, "Okay, Kevin, get on the block."
Yeah, he might just be like,
'cause
hey,
he-
he'd just be like, that's like a fuck you. He'd be like,
You're
put Ashley
right.
up.
You're right. No, I wouldn't risk it. Unless
If Bobby and Bruno HOH, there's gotta go. It's just like support.
Yeah, you can't turn that.
Yeah. I just don't want to leave Godfrey in this game any longer.
We're gonna,
What?
you know, if we take out Godfrey, they're gonna strike at us next week.
Who?
Bobby and Bruno. They're just like, there's no way. If it's at 9, do you honestly think they'd be like, all right, Sarah is still our target at 9?
I don't know.
When-
You think if we take out Godfrey? What if we get HOH and we take out Godfrey? They'll come at us the next week, you think?
I mean, again, it's like tough to get into their minds, but like looking at the bigger picture, like it's obvious, like the 4 is coming together.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's clear.
But they also might think that they have me and Ashley closer than
Maybe.
like they really realistically thought, like when you guys got HOH, that they were sending me and Ashley to like try and work you guys. They thought that they were sending us over. Like they were like, do you think you guys are going to be able to get in there and keep us off the block? And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, we'll see. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
Which
I was
we
like,
did.
I don't know.
You're right. You might be right. Just playing situations through.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, if we get... I seriously think that I think that they'll stay loyal for one more week after that. Bruno really wants Sarah out.
I feel like they're gonna throw this one again.
I think they're going to go after this one. Bobby said he was like, I'm not throwing this one tomorrow.
Oh really?
I think a double eviction, you're...
Yeah.
Tough.
If I see either of those two throw that tomorrow, then fuck it, let's get them out.
I'll be the judge of that.
I think I could even get that seventh one.
Pardon?
Like the third. If we get through tomorrow, I feel like we're gonna get that seventh one or that next one. Not the double one, but if I'm playing that one the next day, I feel like that's mine. That's gonna be like a coordination one or something. They're gonna do some type of like. It's gonna be some type of game players one where like a skilled game player like me or you can pull that one out of her. Like there hasn't been any of that shit. Tomorrow's gonna be a crapshoot day.
Tomorrow's gonna be crazy.
Even if Willow won tomorrow, it would be money.
Yeah.
She's not coming after us.
Not yet.
Not for a while. She's way too timid of a player to come after a group of four.
Yeah.
You think she go Godfrey B?
Yeah. Or she even said Bobby and B. Willow's a timid player in this game. She's gonna continue to go after the ISO one.
Yeah.
Whenever she gets an HOH, she'll go after the ISO person. We could kick her around till like 6.
Yeah.
Canada's gonna have a huge something in the next 3 weeks too.
Oh, for sure.
It's out of our
Let's
control.
just get through tomorrow.
Get through tomorrow. Boy, just get through the double.
I want to
Us four get through tomorrow, and then
If we can get through tomorrow and pick up the next one, it's just like so beautiful.
Use 4 of us need to stay here tomorrow.
and even if we get through tomorrow, and like fucking B or Sarah win the HOH, think about their position that they're in. They're pretty alone in the game, and they either strike at Bobby and Bruno, or us 4.
Yeah.
Like it's either or. It's a big play. So the bigger play, they're going to make a big play with one enemy as opposed to a big play with 3 enemies.
Yeah.
Like us 4 is a big fucking move to take a shot at us.
About it.
What?
If B won, B would totally make a move. I think.
B would come at us, you think?
I don't.
She
doubt
might,
so. Yeah.
but she might
It
also
would be a
not.
big move, though, yeah. Yep.
Like we're gonna be like to them, we're gonna be a. Unless at that point B used that to form with Bobby and Bruno and be like, come after them.
Yeah.
Bobby and Bruno don't like to like talk game with other people. Like, how much did they have ever talked to you guys game before this?
Not much.
They stuck to their game within those 5 people. And that
Yeah.
was it. I didn't. I was like me and Jordan, we were talking
Yeah.
games. That's why we like had relationships all over the house.
Yeah.
But those guys never talked game to anyone else. They continually were just like, this is gonna be the fucking coolest thing when everyone like we continue
You're right.
to just work together.
You're right. I mean, you're.
We're staying true to that.
So
Listen, as long as the 4 of us stay safe tomorrow, we can go from there.
exactly.
We need to see if there's a delusion. We're assuming that 90%. We don't know. We have to get to tomorrow, though. And even if there's a double, like one of us winning, one of you guys winning HOH is the only way we will be safe.
Like,
right?
and the thing is too is if like you girls get put on the block, like say Sarah wins and she puts you 2 girls on the block, she like makes a move coming at the couples, puts 2 girls on the block, try and break them up, doesn't want to come after a guy or whatever. Me and Kev could win a veto, pull one of you off. Bobby's gonna use a veto on Ashley.
Yeah.
Like he's told Ashley numerous times that he'll use the veto on her.
What's that?
He's told Ashley that he'll use the veto on her.
Wow. That's nice of him.
So like if we have to scrape with our fucking nails tomorrow to get anyone but us four on the block and then vote that person out, like if it's you, but like who knows what's gonna happen? But like if Sarah puts up Bobby and someone else, Bobby and Willow or Bobby and someone, and then all of a sudden Bobby pulls himself off with the veto and Bruno goes up and the other veto gets won and you're up there. Like we got the votes. We got us three. We'll scrape for that other one.
Yeah.
Us four go out during those breaks. Grab Willow. Be like, vote Bruno out. If Bruno's sitting beside you or me, like us three, rally that fourth vote. Vote the other person, whoever the fuck it is, out of the house.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like, cause who knows where the votes, vetoes, and shit's gonna go. But at the end of all these vetoes being used and whatever it's done, it's one of us and someone else should be okay. Because we have three, and all we need is Willow.
Yeah.
Like, if Bruno's on the block beside us, don't even bother going to Bobby because he's team Bruno. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. B and Sarah, like, might be able to work them to getting rid of Bruno or something.
Oh my gosh.
I hear you, buddy.
It's gonna be a battle.
It's
gonna be so crazy. It's gonna go from like us just going so mellow for so many days to just like rip in a full week within like an hour.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, like actually though. Oh my gosh, we just have to freaking stay safe somehow.
I know. I know. Oh man.
I don't even care about anyone else. God because anyone else will put one of you guys or us and somebody else. But Godfrey will put you two or Ashley. Like, you know what I mean?
I know.
He wants us to be done.
I know.
Like we, you know. Like, he's a big red flag. Super scary. And if it's a double, the HOH is definitely like A or B or...
Yeah,
no
that HOH is going to be a heater.
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to be a scorcher.
Yeah. You guys have to kill it.
We can do it.
Yeah, we got you.
Tomorrow night we can just sit down and be like, we survived.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully
us four
we
sitting
can.
down. We can, yeah. We can.
We can do
we
it.
can.
We're strong.
I totally think we can. Yeah.
Jesus, scared to think, eh?
I'm not even scared.
You're right. Even if I like have to pick it up for the double.
What do you mean?
You might have to beast out for the next one if it's a physical.
Yeah. Anyone picks up this HOH, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Control our own destiny tomorrow.
Exactly.
Unless it's like Ashley and you in the final or something like that.
Ideally.
Oh,
I think we could. If it's Willow, us and Willow and Ashley, might be able to bail out and let them. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It's close.
But yeah, if we can get through tomorrow, I'm not worried about the next week. I'm really not.
I'm worried about tomorrow though.
Because then I'll really be staying up. I'll be pitching a 10 up Bobby's ass for that week if he's at HOH, making sure that he's not backstabbing.
Yeah.
He's a scared player though. He doesn't like confrontation. He doesn't like things. Like, I can see him getting a thing and backstabbing us at that point.
Pardon?
Like, if he got the HOH that Thursday, I can't see him backstabbing us at that point. Like, he's a scared player.
Yeah.
Even when he voted Jordan out, he couldn't even look me in the eyes.
Yeah.
When I'm in the bathroom, I looked him in the eyes. I was like, what happened? He couldn't even look me in the eyes. He was like so scared.
Maybe right.
And you have to think about it from their perspective too. Like, I guess B or Sarah don't really look like big targets, but they gotta take a big stab at one of us. And that's a huge back on their part.
Yeah.
Because they might be like, hey, we can get rid of B or Sarah and stay good with the couple and stay good with them.
Yeah.
Because, if they do it, then they're same thing. They're taking a strike at one of me or you, and if they're not going through, then the other three are coming hot. So.
It's so scary.
Yeah,
I
it
just
is.
want to go over with, to be honest.
It is.
You'll be okay, Pee-wee.
Night, guys.
Okay, buddy.
Right.